is, of course, Zenkai Trunks. I have played a little bit in the co-op, and I have also awakened him at level 1. If you see my video, you saw that I was really not happy with this character. I had a really interesting discussion on the YouTube comments with one of my viewers, but to be honest with you guys, considering how that discussion went, I think it's an ex-viewer. I hope I'm wrong, because I really appreciated his opinion and point of view. And although I do not agree, I really like it when people are giving me arguments and they are actually holding their point of view. Now it's my turn to do so. If we look at Trunks, we see that at Zenkai 1 he is just boosting the Legends Rose tag, and at Zenkai 3 he is further boosting the Legends Road tag. This is precisely the reason why I have said that the Zenkai Trunks is not really relevant. But I want to make one thing perfectly clear. When I am making a statement, I am pretty much referring to my roster and to the characters that I have and to the stars that I have. Trunks is somebody for the future. We will talk about my future team in a moment, but the way that Zenkai Trunks is growing and getting stronger, he is not able to bring anything interesting to my future team. That's why I still believe that Zenkai Trunks is not a character that is going to change the face of PvP. Considering the fact that he's a free unit, if you guys have the time to Zenkai Awaken him to maximum, go ahead. Please go ahead. But from my point of view and the way I play in PvP, this guy is not going to bring any benefits. I am not playing the Legends Roads, of course. My Kid Goku is Zenkai Awaken 1, and even if I take the Trunks to maximum, it's going to be the exact same thing. Well, that's about it with Trunks. The next one that I want to talk about is, of course, the god that we are waiting for, and that god is Shallot. In the very near future, I really hope that next Wednesday we are going to receive Super Saiyan God Shallot, and from my point of view, there is a reason why everybody is expecting this character, and that's because he is going to be awesome. Super Saiyan 3 was a great surprise, and considering how the anniversary characters have been created, we can only expect good things from Shallot. From personal point of view, the way I see it, our Shallot is going to transform to God, and that transformation to Super Saiyan God will not wear off. That is going to be the biggest difference between Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan God, obviously. And if he is going to be as strong as Super Saiyan 3 but his transformation is not wearing off, then that means that the only weak point for Shallot is the fact that from the beginning of the fight until he transforms, he is vulnerable. If you are able to hit Shallot in that period, he is going to be taken out really quick. Considering all the anniversary characters, it is possible that he is going to have some mechanisms that are going to bring back the Saiyans to the main stage, and that would be quite awesome. On the other hand, considering the fact that Blue Vegito is also a god and currently in the Gods team, can you imagine if Super Saiyan God Shallot will be as good as everybody is thinking? It is very possible that the gods are going to become one of the main meta teams. But we will see that. I really hope that we will see that next Wednesday. Until then, these are my predictions for Shallot. Great unit, transformation will not wear off, extremely strong. I hope I'm right. Now, back to the main topic from my point of view, and that is the current teams that we have. The one which I want to start is my regeneration team. Now, I have not made a video with the regeneration team because in my opinion right now the regeneration is hurting pretty bad. My Zamasu is at 4 stars and not enough to bring a difference. And the problem, one of the problem is the fact that the fusion tag really hates the regeneration. and a lot of people are playing right now with the fusion, and that's why the regeneration has a really big disadvantage. However, considering the fact that we have a Zenkai unit, we have Omega Shenron, and of course we have Zamasu, if you guys have more stars than me, especially on Zamasu, then this team could do stuff. I don't think it's their moment to shine. I think we need a little bit a new character for the regeneration team, something that is specific for the regeneration team, something that will replace either Omega or Zamasu, but that is to be discussed. At the moment, they remain, unfortunately for me, just a nice team to play. You know that this is very painful because big fan here of the regen, and the fact that I'm not able to use them as the way that I want to, it's pretty annoying for me. But luckily we have other teams. The next one is the fusion. The fusion. Now the fusion is one of the most interesting teams we have right now, and let me tell you why. Even if you have a fusion team that has an average of 3 stars like I have, you can still do tons and tons of damage. If you saw my latest video, you know what I'm talking about. And this is why this team is very important. If you guys have really small rosters and you don't have the stars, then with this team you can have a lot of success. Vegito is able to draw a lot of cards really quickly. Kefla can do the same thing. If you put a third fighter, whatever you think is best, then you can actually do a lot of stuff. If you do not get hit, you can input tons of damage, you can get the Dragon Balls and use Raising Rush extremely fast. That can give you an advantage against even the toughest whales. But of course, on the other hand, you don't have the stars. If you make a mistake and you get hit, boom! Game over. You are down and out. From personal point of view, the combination with Blue Vegito, Super Vegito and Kefla is pretty impressive, especially because you have 2 combo breakers. I really love the fact that we have 2 combo breakers, and that's why this team is one of the hardest team at the moment, in my opinion. The movies team. Now guys, to be honest with you guys, I think I am the only one that is playing the movies team at the moment. And I am playing this team because I have a lot of stars on them, and even if Gohan and Bojack are extremely old, this team can still do stuff. Of course, if you're going to play against somebody that has 6, 7 stars on the Super Vegito, then oh well, there's always next match. But besides from that, the cover switch from Bojack and the lock-in mechanism from Gohan are still very impressive. And together with Broly, because he's a little bit newer, his green card very good. The fact that he's getting Dragon Balls faster is also really good. So in this team you have basically the same idea like the fusion. You can have Raising Rush pretty fast, and you can also surprise and lock your opponent. That's the plus. For me, this team is a little bit more durable. That's why I still like to use it. So far, for me, it works, but for the future, Bojack can remain, but I will need a replacement for Gohan, because as a tank, he's no longer able to do what he was doing a few months ago. Overall, let's call this team above average. Considering my stars, way above average. Next one, the GT tag. Now, in my team, as I mentioned in my latest video, I have 2 problems: Shin Shenron and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. If I replace Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta with Super 17, but Super 17 at 6 stars at least, then my overall ability would increase, because that guy is one very good bench member. And I would have a better attack and overall defenses, of course. And Shin Shenron at 6 stars would also further help my overall team. He would also be able to take a hit much better than he is right now, and he would bring really good buffs. Besides from that, Omega Shenron is the one impressive character from here, but unfortunately against Super Vegito he is useless. That's why a really strong Super Saiyan 4 Goku is mandatory. Even if you have Super 17, depending on your opponent, you can use Super 17, but you need a strong full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. As a conclusion, this team has potential, but it is one of those teams where if you don't have everyone at least 6 stars, then you will not have results. That's my opinion. The future team. Now, I really like this team. This is one of my favorite because it is very impressive. It uses Vegito, it uses Zamasu. We also have a legendary finisher in Vegeta there, and of course Rage Trunks. Rage Trunks can be a great tank. And right now the new character with the red color is of course Omega, and since the regeneration and GT are you'll probably not have a lot of opponents that are playing red characters. That's why a strong tank like Trunks can be pretty useful and could actually be a game changer. Surprising, yeah, I know, but he really can do that. Considering the fact that he is also healing himself with green cards, and as long as he's alive, the more he gets hit, the stronger he becomes. Also pretty useful. Vegito and Zamasu, well, there's really not much I can say about them that you guys probably don't already know. Good cover switch, extreme damage, overall awesome. This team for me, it is not working because I have 2 stars on Vegeta and 2 stars on Vegito, but has great potential. I saw it a few times in PvP, really tough matches, and yeah, overall I like this team, and if I would make a top, it would be between number 1 and 2 for me. The gods. Now here's the fact, here's the thing, this team and the future, they are almost identical. Almost. Right now I am making this team because I am waiting for Shallot, and we will see then exactly what will happen. The only thing I have to say about this team is that if you don't have 6 stars on Super Saiyan God Goku, then you should probably rethink. If you don't know why, then you should probably check out your bench members. Ginyu Force. Yeah, you heard me talk a lot of times about the Ginyu Force. This is the team which I just like to play because it is an extreme team with Golden Frieza. For me it is just fun to play, and whenever I'm out of ideas, I just like to turn to the Ginyu Force. Nothing special about it. And back to regeneration. Now I really hope I have not missed anything. In case I have missed, please drop me some comments if you have any questions or whatever. My pleasure. And I'm curious, what do you guys think about so far about my evaluation? For me, Fusion and Future are the top 2 teams at the moment. I really like them, I really like the characters that are involved, and I really like the thing you can do. With a little bit of, let's call it care, if you do your switching quite okay, it's very important because you can do combo breaking. Also, the movies falls into this category. Considering the fact how Kefla and Blue Vegito are just having such an easy time to get cards, in my opinion, combo breaking is one of the most important things at the moment. But hey, that's my opinion. Please let me know what's your opinion, and if anybody is still watching this after 14 minutes, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. Until next time, I am ArchArchon. See ya guys.